Hi, I'm Karl Principal Broker at Klein May Realty. Thank you for joining me for another Q&A with Klein May. Our question today, something that's starting to pop up in conversation with a little hopefulness, is have we hit the bottom of this slow market that we've been in? And in a word, I believe the answer is yes. As of right now, we're in the middle of December. Our market for the past 12 months in terms of total sales is down just about exactly 25%. Last year was down slightly from the year before, so we've been on a downward slide for a while. Last year it was really exacerbated by the rise in interest rates. Prices were already high, so when interest rates rose up, now we've got a major affordability problem and very, very high monthly payments for folks. All of those things combined to make a really bad year. What we've seen in the last 5 to 6 weeks, however, is interest rates dropping. The economic news is causing the big financial investors to ease up a bit on their fears of inflation, to ease up a bit on their fears of a super hot labor market that's going to push wages up, which would then push inflation back up again. And the financial markets are sending some really clear signals that they think inflation has been brought under control or is in the direction of being brought under control. Therefore, the Fed won't need to raise interest rates anymore. Coincidentally, just this afternoon, the day we're filming this, is supposed to be another announcement. I'm expecting the Fed to say they will not be raising rates. They're going to hold firm. I don't think they're going to drop them now, but I don't think they're going to raise them either. And I think that's going to be another positive sign for folks in the mortgage world, and those rates now have dropped 5 weeks in a row, and I think that's going to happen again next week. So now, from a very peak of just a hair over 8%, we have now dipped into the high 6s, which is a very dramatic drop in such a short time, and I think psychologically has really woken people up a lot. The decline and the recovery these days happens at a much more exaggerated pace than in years past, I think because of the instant information we all have, and then everybody instantly reacts. So I'm very hopeful that if rates continue to drop, we'll have a very quick reaction among buyers and sellers out there, that we'll have a bit of a busier normal winter. The weather isn't too severe, and that next year I'm going to go out on a limb and say I think sales will go up at least 10%. I think prices are still going to increase because we still have far many buyers than sellers. So I'd say prices maybe will increase 7 to 8%. And hopefully by the end of the year, the mortgage rates are down around the 6% range, maybe even into the high 5s. I think that would be a real trigger point if folks can start to get an interest rate that starts with a 5. Our coffee today is from a coffee maker we've tried before, Copper Moon, but this was a variety, a blend called Dark Sky that I hadn't tried before. So let's give it a shot. That was very dark, in a good way. Almost a Starbucks equivalent kind of strength there. Very good. If that's your thing, I would recommend Dark Sky. If you've got a coffee that's your favorite, you'd like to see me try here, or if you've got a real estate question for me, please send that to questions@kleinmay.com. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.